Hello friends, this is Astrologer Mohnish and thank you for watching my videos on Vedic astrology. In this video, I will be covering three major personalities chart. As I have promised in my previous videos that I will be doing a chart for ex-Prime Minister of Pakistan, Imran Khan. And I know many of my friends, my followers from Pakistan or who follow Pakistan politics, they might be waiting for this. So this video is I will be covering first the analysis on ex-Prime Minister of Pakistan, Imran Khan. Second, I will do update predictions on Prime Minister Modi, Indian Prime Minister Modi. I did predictions for Modi last year. If you have not watched that, I will put the link in the description below. You can watch it. And the third, I will be updating my predictions on Donald Trump, which is the United States elections we are going into. And it's a very important part and very important time for us to make a new analysis and predictions. Where do we see Donald Trump going? I predicted last year, if you have followed my videos, that Donald Trump will get out of all the situations and problems you throw at him because his chart is wonderfully strong. And you saw that when all the astrologers were predicting, even Western astrologers, that he should be jailed, he will be jailed. I was the only astrologer saying he will not go to jail because the combination of planets is so strong in his chart. And you throw him under any problem, he will get out of that. So let's see in today's chart, looking at the transits, where do we stand with that prediction and what is about to happen in United States elections, what is going to happen in the Indian elections, which is going on. And then third, what do we see as a future of ex-Prime Minister Imran Khan, who's been jailed under some corruption issues. So stay tuned and watch the whole video. I will put the chapters below. If you want to skip to the certain topics, you can do that. Leave your comments, leave your likes. When you comment on videos, when you like the videos, they spread across multiple domains and other people also be able to watch it. So let's start by looking at the chart of ex-Prime Minister of Pakistan, Imran Khan. And you can see in here, Imran Khan, 5th October 1952, 11:45, Lahore, his birth details. And you can see easily, the Nadi astrology. This is the Nadi astrology module, what I'm showing you, the primitive Vedic astrology. See, he's a Sagittarius ascendant, and Sagittarius is a dual sign. People are very versatile. It's a fiery sign also. People bring that leadership qualities very strongly. And Mars sitting in his first house makes him a very natural leader. Very natural leader, aggression, control, commanding, and strong leadership qualities. And you see that the Lord of the first house, which is Jupiter, since he's born Sagittarius ascendant, Jupiter has moved to fifth house. And fifth house is house of sports, entertainment. It is all about sports, entertainment, all about creative, intuitive, intelligence. And you see Jupiter in the fifth house, in the triangle house, makes his chart very, very strong. The expansion will come from the matters of sports. And that's the reason he got so much popular while playing cricket for the Pakistani cricket team. And you can see that how much he expanded from this point of view. So very easily, you can see that this house belongs to Mars and Mars is moving to the first house. This is a Parivartan Yoga, exchange of houses. Very clearly it shows that. I'm drawing it again here so that my audience who's learning astrology, they can understand. This house belongs to Jupiter. Jupiter moves to fifth house of sports, cricket, entertainment. And this house belongs to Mars and Mars moved to first house of leadership qualities and he connected to sports, sports connected to him. Mars aspecting seventh house also. Seventh is house of relationship. He will be very much dominant in relationships. He has a strong commander-in-chief personality. And then you see his moon is sitting in the fourth house, his motherland. So he will never abandon his motherland. Moon is sitting in fourth house. He may travel overseas, go out for education, but he will always be connected to his motherland. And the motherland is aspecting the 10th house of karma. This is the house of karma. And you see strong Mercury sitting in here. Mercury rules this house. Mercury is exalted. So that's the reason he became the prime minister, because sun, which denotes politics, which denotes commander-in-chief, Mercury sitting here exalted is pushing the limits of sun also and giving energy to the sun. And this is why he became the prime minister also. And Mercury is not sitting here alone. You can see that the ninth lord sun is sitting here, which provides more fortune in his political career, in its leadership qualities. And that's the reason he's the only only ex-cricketer as a captain who won the World Cup for Pakistan also. And he's been a very, very famous guy. When he used to play cricket, he had followers all around the world and also people living in India. They used to cherish him and be a very strong supporter of Imran Khan. And Venus is also sitting in its own house. This is Libra. And that's the reason he's very, very active or very, very popular within women. So you see that Venus is sitting in the 11th house of gains, popularity, network. And Venus is sitting in Libra. So that means Venus becomes even more shiny. It's sitting in its own house, right? So Venus represents luxuries. He will have a lot of luxuries in his life. A lot of rich people will be his associates because 11th is house of associations. Women especially will love him. He will be strongly be connected with anything, with the matters of through his personality, with luxuries, with women also. Now, Jupiter Dasha is going on. I come straight to the point. And Venus is going on in his chart right now. Jupiter and Venus, they are ruling right now. Okay. Now, why he's jailed right now? Because if you see, Sun is giving him empowerment to connect with his audience. With strong Mercury, Lord of the same house, 10th house, sitting with Lord of 9th house, Kendra and Trikona house sitting together, creates a very strong Raj Yoga here. But Saturn is challenging him. Saturn is challenging the position of Sun. Why? If you know the Vedic astrology, Saturn and Sun, they are father and son. So Sun is the father of Saturn. But Saturn do not like Sun at all. And they are the biggest enemies. And Sun is the one who is getting into problem with this Saturn sitting very close to Sun. And that is the reason this is causing him the challenges in his life and getting into the imprisonment. Now, the house of imprisonment is here. This is 8th house, like going underground or getting into problem. And you see Moon is sitting here in the 4th house, his own home, and respecting this karma. It is showing that he can be house arrest easily. And if you can see his Moon also in the Nadi, it's showing 5, 8, 12, 8, 12 in his nakshatras, showing Moon is very weak in his chart. And 8th Lord Moon, where Ketu is sitting, Ketu is all separation. 8th Lord sitting in 4th house shows house arrest. And then it is putting aspect on his karmas, where strong Saturn is sitting and putting aspect back on Moon, shows challenges to his mind, challenges to his thought process, and also a political rivalry which can get him under house arrest or imprisonment. So his Mars is also very bad, even though Mars gives him strong, commander-in-chief qualities, but Mars will also produce strong challenges in front of him from 2026 till 2027. So what I see in his chart, if he fixes his Sun, so you can fix your Sun by increasing its more power so that Saturn cannot put more malefic impact on it. So using a talisman of Sun, wearing a Burmese ruby, 10 to 12 carats of Burmese ruby in the pendant or as a ring, can increase the power of Sun multiple folds. And there could be many other ways. I don't want to give straightforward remedies here. There are many tantric remedies can be done to fix your Sun. If his Sun can be fixed, Sun is commander-in-chief, Sun rules the government. Sun sitting in 10th house shows that he will be very strong politician, and he is, right? But Sun has been impaired by Saturn. That is what causing him challenges right now, aspected by Moon, which is in the 8th Lord of jail and house arrest. So if he fixes his Sun, then I'm sure by June of 2025, earlier than June 2025, he will get out of the jail because his popularity will be skyrocketing. That will lead to so much of pressure in the current government that they have to release or communicate with Imran Khan for a particular settlement. If his Sun can be fixed, he can be out of the jail within this time frame, end of 2024 till June of 2025. But if he doesn't fix his Sun and he wants to continue as is, let's say that, then his right time will start in 2027. So September 2027 onwards, when Rahu comes into the picture, Rahu sits in his 2nd house. So 2nd house is your roots, your financial, your family, and the audience who support him. So he will get a very strong support from his own country people, which can give him relief from his court cases and challenges. So that's my prediction on Imran Khan. His chart is very powerful, as I already mentioned, and it literally shows why he became so popular in sports, with women, in cinema also, where all the Bollywood and Hollywood actresses were dating him. And he also became very popular in politics. And that's the reason, because Sun and Mercury sits in the 10th house, and Mercury is exalted there. But Saturn is the one which is challenging him, because Saturn is coming eyeball to eyeball with Moon, which is the lord of 8th house, of problem, challenges, hidden things, house arrest, imprisonment. So once he fixes his Sun gives him the popularity and the political career. If he fixes his Sun, then his Sun will act more than his Saturn. I'm going to share one more time here. So he needs to fix his Sun, make it more powerful than Saturn. So when Saturn is reduced, Sun is higher, you will see that Sun is very strong in his chart. So is Venus, so is Rahu, so is Mercury, so is Saturn, so is Jupiter. But we want Sun to be more active, which is a lord of 9th house of his fortune, than the Saturn, which is the lord of 2nd and 3rd house. And 3rd house donates, the challenges coming. His self-effort is going in the matters of his karma, but 4th house and 3rd house also denotes that away from home, imprisonments, house arrest, which is what Saturn causing him right now. So this is what my predictions about him. If you have any comments, you can leave it, and you can share it with your audience within Pakistan or anywhere else who wants to watch this video and my predictions. If Imran Khan fixes his Sun, and there are many remedies for improving your Sun, you will see he will be out of jail very soon. If he doesn't, then he may have to wait till the Rahu Disha comes in 2027 to get out of his political problem and get so much of popularity again that he wins the election and may get again back as a prime minister. But overall, his chart is strong. He will get out of the situation, get out of these problems, whatever you throw at him, because he is born as a fighter, and Mars sitting in 1st house gives him that fighting ability to not let go things until it has been over. So this is what is going to happen with Imran Khan. You will see next 3 or 4 years are very, very crucial for him. Very, very crucial. Now, I want to also explain one thing. People think sometimes that in Islam, people don't follow the astrologies. They think that everything is written and it has to happen. It's actually not. And I tell you the reason. If you see any successful man, maybe at any religion, maybe Islamists, maybe Hindus, maybe Christians, anywhere, they all are wearing the pendants, the gemstones, the taweez, the gandas, the talismans to improve the aura, strengthen their aura so that they are always protected from the negativity. And they also wear it because this is how they become fortunate also. Why people wear gemstones, the taweez and the gandas? Even if you go to Pakistan, Bangladesh, everybody's wearing some kind of a lockets in here to improve their luck. And then improving luck means you're talking about astrology. Why do you think people say that astrology doesn't work? The reason is only this. The people do not want you to get to the secret key. If you understand, most of the Islamic nations are ruled by monarchies, by the kings, by the dictators. They themselves are wearing so many gems. If you wash their hands or wash their necks, how many taweez, gandas, and the pendants they are wearing, they will not tell you. So, and then they tell, oh, don't believe in astrology. Astrology is haram. So many things. They do it because they don't want to give the secret key of their success. And they want to keep you under their control. And that is the reason you miss out a big board. You think, what they are teaching you, preaching you is accurate, and you should not follow any other science, and you have been blindfolded. And they keep that secret key within themselves so that they can rule you. And that's the reason if you see majority of Islamic countries, they are monarchies. They are dictators. They don't even believe in democracy, or they want to rule you somehow. And to rule you, that means they need a very strong aura, very strong personality, and some kind of a control on you. And that control comes through astrology, increasing your fortune. So again, think about it. That's what I always say, get awakened. The more you are awakened, the more you will understand that what is being taught to you and given to you is myth, is false, is just to control you. And when you open your pineal gland, then you understand that the reality is something else. You're living in illusion only. So cut down that illusion and see the reality. Feel inside. Okay? Even with the science and technology. This medical science gives you all the problem. And the same medical science gives you the treatment also. Right? So all the food you eat is laced by pesticides. Where it's coming from? Science. And then where the cancer is coming from? The plastic is coming from. It's all science-driven challenges. And then they give you the injections and the chemicals. And which comes with the side effects. And 90% of the laboratories or the medical institutes or the companies, they fudge their side effect reports. So reports say something else, but audience do not know because it's all bureaucracy. It's all money making thing. It's all a business. So when you are awakened, then you understand what is being given to you, what you are eating, how you're being manipulated, how things are being shown to you as a reality, which is actually not a reality. So, you being my audience, I have to give you the truth, knowledge, and right advice. Stay tuned. And the next chart I'm going to do is Donald Trump. Stay tuned. So, the next chart I'm going to do is Donald Trump. And again, I won't go much into the details of his chart because I have already done his chart and the link is given in the description below. But overall, he's going through Jupiter Dasha. Jupiter respecting his Sun Rahu, which is cancelling his Pitru Dosha. And Sun Rahu sitting in 10th house, he's very adamant, he's very stubborn. He will do what it needs to be done to get his position back. And Jupiter aspect on this will help him, guide him. Jupiter Dasha is amazing in his chart. So is Ketu Antardasha. And it shows that whatever problem you throw at him, he will get out of this. All his planets are very, very strong in his chart. And if I see the transit very quickly, we know the two major planets which have moved into. This is the chart of natal chart of Donald Trump, and outside is the transit chart. And you see from his natal moon, which is a Scorpio, and Scorpio people are very revengeful also. Okay, so they always try to do whatever it takes for them to get to the position and get to the level of victory. Scorpio and Jupiter has just entered the sign of Taurus, and you see from Scorpio, Jupiter is literally 7th house away. And Jupiter is acting in his 10th house of his career, karmas, gain, status, politician. And Jupiter will stay here for 13 months. An election period is coming. So, very, very strong position for him to win the election. Very, very strong position. And then if you see from moon, this is the moon in Scorpio. And the Saturn is in the sign of Aquarius right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4th house of his homeland. And Saturn is going to be here also till the elections are over. So you see the 4th house activated, 7th house activated, victory over opponent. And Saturn is sitting in its 7th house of relationship, getting more connection with the people. And then 10th house of his karma and career, where Jupiter has just started transiting in the sign of Taurus. He has everything to become a president of United States back. And see, this is the power of astrology. I am showing you what astrology says. I'm not biased towards anyone. Okay, but I know Donald Trump, he might have been good or bad guy. We are not judging anyone. But as a president, he will be amazing for United States because he is the only person who can get US out of the challenges and the problems they are getting into. And I assure you this, the US will get into more problem if we continue to see what is happening in Joe Biden's reign right now. Okay. So again, I'm not biased, but I'm just telling you what I see, what I perceive. If you accept my predictions, then you should accept the reality also what I'm trying to say. Okay. I'm not biased, but I know from my pineal gland where US is heading and who can only save it. So this is my prediction on Donald Trump. He will get out of any problem you throw at out. Okay, his chart is very, very strong. And he has everything, all the combinations coming together to make him a United States president. And you can see that if today election happens, let's say if today election happens or within 30 days, you know that he will win like a big, right? So let's see what happens by end of this year. But I'm still putting my positive optimism on Donald Trump right now. So the next chart I'm going to do is Prime Minister Modi, because Indian election is going on. Let's have an update what is going to happen during this election period. Thank you. So here's the chart of Indian Prime Minister Modi. It's an amazing chart. You see that amazing chart. So I've covered his chart extensively last year. I will put the link in the description below. But you see he's going through the Mars Dasha. Mars shows challenges, problem to him. But Saturn is amazing in this chart. Saturn is very, very strong. So BJP may not win all the seats they are claiming, like they're claiming 400 plus, something like that. It's not going to happen. Okay, I'm very honest and very open with you. But people love Prime Minister Modi. Modi will win. very easily he is coming as a third term prime minister. The reason is his Saturn is very strong and he's also Scorpio moon, just like Donald Trump. I covered in the previous video. And in transit, if you see when the elections are going on, Saturn Dasha is going on, and in transit, okay, you see this is the chart of natal chart. Moon is in Scorpio, and right now his Jupiter, which has just entered the sign of Taurus, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 house away. 7 is your opponents. 7 is your open competition. 7 is your business partners also, and the partners in the same domain where you're working in. So again, seventh house gives him the strong opening. The Jupiter sitting in seventh house, victory over opponents is very, very strong there in his chart. And from his natal moon, his Saturn is 1, 2, 3, 4, activating the fourth house of home, homeland security, and the connection with his motherland. And this is what you need when you are getting into a prime ministerial election, that how much you are connected with your audience. Chart is amazing. There is nothing wrong. There's no doubt about it that, he won't win. He will win extensively because of the planetary position right now, what is going through. The Jupiter is going to stay here for 13 months. Saturn is going to stay here for end of this year. So it's very strong combination what you see going on with Saturn and Jupiter in the right places in his chart in transit. And then looking at his chart, you can see that who can beat him? There's no way. Ketu is amazing. Venus is amazing. Sun is amazing. Moon is amazing. Mars is the only challenging thing. And from 2021 onwards, you see his challenges are grown. COVID, post-COVID, pre-COVID, things have been literally been more stressful in his life. And then, but he is driven by so much of passion, what he's doing in his life, which is shown in his chart, like Jupiter respecting his karma house, 10th house, where all the planets are sitting, Venus, Sun, Ketu, Mercury, Saturn, strong public respect, strong public support in his chart is clearly seen. And Moon sitting in first house, he shows that he's very much subconsciously connected to his inner self also. So his karmas, his actions, his duties, whatever he tried from the bottom of his spiritual and his subconscious mind. And this makes him very much aware and conscious about what's going on in his entire world. So Mars sitting in 12th house also shows that challenges will be there. So the claiming of 400 seats by BJP or by NDA, I don't see that is going to happen because there will be some challenges in this election. But of course, being Saturn very strong sitting in 10th house, it is showing that combination of he will be getting over all the problems. Now you see Sun and Saturn also sitting here together. Where we saw in Imran Khan's chart, why here Sun is giving him the good results, not bad results at Imran Khan, because the strong Jupiter is respecting this. So when Jupiter respects those doshas gets nullified or cancelled. Same as with Donald Trump, where the Pitru dosha is happening, but the Jupiter's ninth aspect is cancelling it. If you have a chart where these doshas are forming and they are not having any help of Jupiter, then those doshas will always give you the negative results. This is the power of Vedic astrology. Know before you go, be awakened, open up yourself, don't live in illusions, don't live in like a blindfolded person, and whatever you see here, you don't question it. Don't think what you see in the mainstream media or what has been given to you in the newspapers or what is given to you by people around you is always truth. You need to open your chart, your karmas. This is a roadmap God given you, and then start understanding that how, even to know anyone's personality, you can open their chart. You have 4, 5, 3 kids. Every child reacts differently to the same situation. You gave them the same food, same upbringing, but everybody reacts differently. Why? Because their mind is differently programmed. And how do you know how they're programmed? Look at their birth charts. Look at the charts of your children and you will get to know why they are different than you, why they're different than others. Even for the employers also. If you want to hire the right employers in your company and organization, you must see their charts. You might be hiring a strong leader and giving him a clerical job versus somebody who is so timid in nature and maybe running as a CEO of your company. If you start doing hiring through astrology, you will know you will always hire the right candidate for the right job, because then you will know how this person thinks. Even for the sports, even for any profession in this life, if you open someone's birth chart, you know whether this person can do it or not do it. Consult with me. I've been doing it day and night from last 22 years. Astrologer Mohnish, once again, my dear friends, like it, press it. It won't cost you anything. Share this video. It won't cost you anything. It will only give you the blessings, the awakening, and the good karmas. I shall see you in my next video very soon. Stay awakened always. To all my channel subscribers, we will perform once every month Devi Baglamukhi Tantric Puja for the welfare of my all subscribers. This is the divine science, this is the divine channel, and this is my offering free of cost to you, that once in every month Devi Baglamukhi Tantric Puja, which is the most potent puja in removing the fears, the sins, the sorrows, the challenges, the hidden enemy, and the guilt from your life, including black magic. So do not miss out. Please subscribe to my channel so your names or your virtual names can be added to the list of that puja. And if you are my premium subscriber, you can email us your WhatsApp number. My team members will send you the videos of that puja over the WhatsApp. This is for the premium subscribers. For normal subscribers, your virtual names or your names will be listed, and this puja will bring tremendous changes in your life. This is my offering to you, your guru, Astrologer Mohnish. So don't miss out. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, subscribe it now so that we can put your name in the next puja, which is coming very soon. Thank you.